So I'm back in Sweden. As you might know, I was in Korea on a working holiday visa for about 8 months. And now I'm back in Sweden. So, how does it feel to be back in Sweden? Not great. I have a lot of friends in Korea, and I also have a lot of friends in Sweden. But my friends moved away from the city. And this is like a dead city. I don't know what to do here. Like I said, my friends moved away, most of them at least, and the ones that are still here, I don't really hang out with them often, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna hang out with them. We're not super close, but well, I don't really have super close friends here. But you know what? At least one of my Korean friends is in Sweden right now because she's an exchange student, but she actually studies at a university in Japan. So we haven't been able to meet while I was in Korea. We met in Japan when I went there, but now she's in Sweden, so we can hang out in Sweden. But she's in another city, of course, because this city is dead. There's nothing to do here. Anyways, so it doesn't feel very good to be back. I really just want to get out from this city. Actually, I want to get either to Stockholm or abroad because it feels like the world is really small here. And I don't really like that. When I was in Seoul, I could get around like anywhere without a car. I could meet a lot of new people and we could just hang out, you know? Here, like I said, my friends moved away. I feels like I already know everyone in this city, even though I obviously don't because there's more than 100,000 people here. But yeah, kind of sucks, you know? I know a lot of people ask me like, but doesn't it feel good to be back with your parents and your siblings to meet your family again? And honestly, no, I don't like living with my family. And even though I love my family, I don't miss them. I don't miss people, even though I care about them. Like, it's not that I don't care about people. That's not why I don't miss them. I just don't miss people. You know what I mean? I know there are more people than just me who are like this. Anyways, honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do. What I have been considering is either moving to Stockholm or going to the military. And I'm really not sure about what I'm gonna do because both things are quite difficult. I just feel like I need to get out of here. I need to get out of this city. I need to get out of my parents' house because honestly, it doesn't feel very good to be here. And I just feel like, what am I doing? What am I gonna do? But my priority right now is to get out of here. And honestly, while I was in Korea, even though I wasn't sure about what I was gonna do, felt pretty good because I could go somewhere. I could go around the city. I could meet new people. Here it feels a little bit secluded, even though it's not really. I could go to like Stockholm, but I don't really know how to meet people in Sweden, honestly, because I met my friends in school. So I don't really know how to meet people outside of school. I was a professional at that in Korea, honestly. I just went to like language exchange parties and things like that. But honestly, I don't know how to meet people here. Like, I think I tried to look up like language exchange parties. Of course, everything is in Stockholm because the city is too small. But I think maybe if I go to that place, then maybe it will just be like a lot of 30 or 40-year-olds. I'm not sure. I can try going someday. Maybe I should try using the Timelift app here, but it's quite expensive and I don't have a job right now, so I don't have a lot of money to spend. I need to get a job, but the difficult part is it's so expensive. Rent is so expensive, groceries are really expensive, and then a lot of the salaries I think might not be high enough, but I'm not sure. I've mostly been looking around the airport. Actually, I have only applied to one job by the airport right now. But I applied to a job at the airport and I asked my friend a little bit more about the information about working by the airport and living close to the airport because she knows more about that than I do because she has worked at the airport. And she said she had applied to the specific job that I have applied to, but the salary is quite low. It wouldn't be enough for me to rent an apartment and live there. It would be really, really tight. So that sucks. But I'm still applying to that job. I'm gonna see if they give me the same offer and if it's possible to get a little bit of a higher salary. But we'll see. Anyway, what I can't do is stay here. I don't want to stay in the city, but I absolutely can't stay in my parents' house. It's not like they're trying to kick me out or anything. Like, they would probably be really happy if I wanted to stay, but I don't want to. Also, did I say I'm broke right now? I really have no money. So I need to get a job, of course. And it's either in Stockholm or here. And like I said, I don't want to be here. I really want to leave. I'm probably gonna have a job here first. Like, I'm not earning any money from this, of course. You can see I really don't have any views. I don't have any subscribers. I don't earn any money on this. So I had to get a job, of course. And this is just a hobby. It would be cool to have this as a job. I just don't have a lot of ideas for what kind of videos I'm gonna make. And I've been thinking a lot about it. And then I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna make that video because now I don't like the idea anymore. And then it's just a lot of random ideas. And it doesn't really have much of a connection to the last idea I had. And the videos I made on this channel before were vlogs. And that was so boring to make. I really didn't like making those videos. I felt like those videos had no story. And that was boring to me. I couldn't do any fun editing and the videos didn't have any story. So I felt like the videos were just boring. And now I do want to make more videos, but I don't want to make the type of videos I did before. And now I don't even have anything to make vlogs about. Because my life right now, nothing is happening. Oh, there's a ladybug here. Hi. Fish, come here. You're my pet. No, come back. Yes, I got it. This is my pet now. Look at him or her. It's my pet. No, he left me. No way. Okay, we're back, guys. Anyways, if you have any video ideas, let me know. I'll maybe make some videos about it if it seems fun. I feel like there was something more that I was gonna say. What was it? I don't know. Yeah, guys, what's up? Today we're gonna talk about my new rap song. It's called Get Rich. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Anyway, my goal is Stockholm. And if that doesn't work out, then military. But if I go to the military, the biggest problem I have with it is that I told my friend that we were gonna meet in Italy. My Korean friend. She's going to Italy next year. And I said, let's meet in Italy. So I really want to meet her. But if I go to the military, I'm not sure if I can leave the country while I'm doing the military service. I'm not sure. Maybe I can. Because it's not like I have already fulfilled my duty by doing the military tests when I turned 18. I did the military tests in 2024, so I have already fulfilled my duty. They told me, you don't have to do military service. And I was like, gotcha, I'm not gonna go. I didn't want to go anyways because I wanted to go to Korea. And I have been to Korea, so it doesn't feel as bad to go to the military. I don't want to be in Sweden, but that's an adventure. Actually, it's kind of funny because one of my Korean friends went to the military and I asked him, like, do you want to switch places? And he was like, you don't want to. And I was like, I feel like no matter what, it would be better than living here with my family. Well, I said my sister, but honestly, I meant like with my family in this city where I can't do anything because there's nothing going on here. It's the dead city. It's a dead city, honestly. Maybe other people will say it's not, but according to me, it is. Anyway, like I said, going to the military would be quite an adventure. So that might be fun. But that's my backup plan. Because I feel like I wouldn't have a lot of freedom in the military. But it could be a good time to just listen to what other people say and come up with a new plan. How I leave this country. I don't want to leave Sweden just because I feel like some other country would be better. I just want to see the world. You know what I mean? My sister asked me if I'm planning to settle down in Korea. And honestly, I have never thought about settling down. I'm only 20, so I don't really need to think about that. The things that I want to think about is what do I want to do to make a living? How am I gonna get rich? No, I'm gonna get rich, yeah. No, but like, she asked if I wanted to settle down in Korea, and I'm not sure where I want to settle down in the future. I kind of like having something that is unknown, that I can discover. When you know everything, it feels kind of boring and too predictable. I like when things are a little bit unpredictable. Like sometimes it can be nice to have predictable things because you can just relax, you know what's gonna happen. But I'm kind of adventurous. I can do things spontaneously. I can do planned things. I can do everything. I just don't want my life to be too repetitive and boring. I have lived in Sweden for 19 years. I feel like I'm done with Sweden. Like living here. I can travel in Sweden. I haven't been to the north, so I definitely want to go to the north, but I don't want to continue living here. And I don't really know where I want to go. Like I really like Korea, and I want to discover other places too. I want to go to Mongolia. I want to go to Thailand, Vietnam. I want to go to a lot of different countries, mainly in like East Asia. I want to go to like Africa too, but I feel more drawn to Asia. But I want to go to Africa. I want to go to Australia. I want to go to Russia someday too, but now might not be the best time, you know? And I also want to travel in Europe more, but I'm not sure where we'll go next. It would be great if I could make this a career, because then I can travel and maybe I could live in Stockholm. I don't know. I know I said I don't want to live in Sweden, but I feel like Stockholm might be fine. Like it's not ideal for me, but it's much better than living here or most other cities in Sweden, because I feel like they're kind of small. Like Stockholm is only a tenth of Seoul in population. I don't know in area, but in population it's like a tenth. And you know, a lot of people think that Seoul is too crowded, and I can agree, but I also like how lively it is. There's a lot going on. Anyways, to summarize, I'm not very happy with my current situation. And that's it. I'm gonna get somewhere else. I'm gonna make sure of that. Everything will be fine. Anyway, Goodbye.